Hello, everyone. This is Felicia Bender, the practical numerologist, with your numerology forecast for the 5 personal year for October 2023. So, real quick, if you are new to numerology or you're unsure of what your personal year number is for 2023, I ask you to very quickly go to FeliciaBender.com, click on monthly forecast. There is a calculator there that will calculate your personal year for you. There is also a very brief, very easy manual way to do that calculation in the description box below. The reason I bring this up at the very, very beginning here is because these forecasts are based on your personal year in numerology, not on your life path number. So those are two entirely different things in numerology. So we want to make sure that you're at the right place at the right time, listening to the correct forecast. All right, so let's get off and running. If you're in a 5 personal year, you are in a number 6 personal month in October. So what does that mean? It means that this is a month to devote yourself to some home-based responsibilities and on nurturing your relationships. So if you can close your eyes for just a second, think back to January of this year. What was unfolding for you then? I know that was a long time ago. You might go, I don't know. And yet, contemplate that for a moment, because the energy of the month of October is the same as it was for you in January. So it's a 6 within the container of your 5 personal year. So the 6 is the home and relationship focused number. It brings this energy to the table for you to use and to be supported by this month, and it supported you in January as well. So I find when we repeat a cycle within a cycle, meaning that you're revisiting a 6 personal month within an entire personal year cycle, it's beneficial to look back and see what was happening during that month, and then you can see how you might be offered an up-leveling of some of your experience as you walk through some of those same topics or same themes again. So it's a time where you can really elevate and integrate much more deeply the lessons and mostly the opportunities that are presented to you at this time. So October is a cycle where you are going to feel the call of some additional home and family related responsibilities, potentially. There may even be maybe an urgency or emergency that might elicit your presence right now, call upon you to offer support or your nurturing touch. And I don't mean this as an alarm. I just mean there may be, just that you're called upon to help your mom, I don't know, clean the house, or for guests who are coming, and maybe there's an anniversary party that you're going to be involved with the prep for, or the organizing, or I don't know. I mean, there can be anything. I don't want to alarm you, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, there can be an urgency. What I'm saying is you'll be called to bring in your help and support in some way, shape, or form. So again, perhaps it's not anything as alarming as an emergency, just a request for you to focus a bit more on your home environment in whatever way that might manifest for you right now. So this year overall has been a roller coaster ride, hasn't it? Of changes. We can talk about, if it hasn't, we can talk about that, but in just a second. So it's the point of this year is these kind of roller coaster of changes, interesting and engaging opportunities, and hopefully a bit of fun, a bit of travel, a bit of, I don't know, sensual pleasure, whether that's dating or adding some fun on that level with your existing relationships. It can be sexual, and it can also simply be enjoying the pleasures of life more, enjoying the food that you're eating, the taste, the smell, how things, the texture of things. I know that might sound a little corny, but really when the 5 shows up, it's offering you an opportunity for you to experience your senses in a much more full spectrum way. And yet the focus for you this month happens to be tending to relationships, stepping up your duties and responsibilities. So you could potentially kind of feel a little bit of a tug of war about, the wanting to play, that energy of the 5 that you've been privy to all year long. And then the call to put your own needs, not aside particularly, but to put them kind of in the passenger seat and allow your caretaking and to prioritize the needs of others for a moment and to nurture those in your intimate circle. So love, ultimately, if we have to come down to one word, love is the theme for October. And I can hear the refrain of the Beatles song wafting into your space right about now, kind of love, 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 love is all you need. So that can be something that is, I don't know, knocking at your door. And the lesson is that love comes in many forms and in multiple manifestations. I want to be really clear about that as we just, make this point of destination, this stop in your personal year, in this 6 energy of your month. It's 4 weeks after all, and yet it pulls up this and supports all of these things that are domestic related. It's also the teacher of acceptance. So it's going to ask you to really, accept the perfection of the imperfection, mostly of you, and yet of others. So that's going to come into play. Opportunities to be really super judgy about things where you choose a different route. Right. And given that this is a major theme when the 6 shows up, that you can count on experiences to come into your world this month that will provide you with these opportunities to fine tune your ability to support, not to judge, to nurture rather than enable, to carry your responsibilities, not be irresponsible, or alternately to carry more than your rightful share. It's a very Libra energy if you're astrologically inclined. It really is about this harmonious balance that is constantly attempting to be achieved. So activities this month involving your family members, close friends, they're likely to bring a lot of fun and perhaps a few little challenges along the way. So you can maybe already be planning, visits, interesting experiences. Children are also at play here around October 5th. So if you don't have children or you're not involved in children, with other children in your world, it can often be a time where you kind of nurture your inner child, that childlike, playful, creative quality that is always a part of you that this month gets permission to come out and play. All right. Romance may also blossom this month, particularly during the week of October the 14th. It's a time to focus on relationships across the board, especially with people who you consider family, whether that's your family of origin, your family of choice, or a big wad of all of them, right? All of these family relationships that we have created and that are built in our lives. So sometimes a relationship that's been developing all year long can sprout some wings right now in your 5 personal year. I always say in the 5 personal year, if you're single, it's not the year to put a ring on it. And yet it is a time to go out and play. It is a time to get to know someone. If that has happened for you, it might turn into a little bit more of that keeper realm. Now, you may not even want it to. Again, I'm not casting the net over here where everyone wants some significant partnership that is going to be a marriage or something long-term. And yet, if that is something that is a desire for you, and you have been engaged with this kind of relationship, this energy of this month offers the opportunity for that to go to the next stage, go to the next level. So the energy of your 5 personal year is not particularly in alignment with that more cozy, lovey-dovey energy of the 6. It's more adventurous. It's more pushing, pushing envelopes. It's more about the stimulus, right? So it can feel a little bit odd in this month overall as you balance and integrate these two different energies, but it doesn't mean that they can't coalesce and collide in a useful and fun way, right? This can also open a door that you've been leading to all year long. If you've been someone who's looking for love and looking for that committed relationship, it could also be a time where a relationship that you have been working or struggling with, where you decide that it's time for it to exit. Or it can exit from you. Either way, either way can possibly happen. So the energy of the 6 is about, should it stay or should it go? Should I stay or should I go? So overall, this 5 personal year is a time of experimentation. It's a time of experience and exploration. And there are always these super sexy opportunities when that 5 shows up. Loosen up, let those pheromones do the talking. I don't know. I mean, you can't kind of deter around it with the 5. The 5 is that sensuous, sensual energy. So if your ultimate desire is to open to a committed partnership, this month can bring that into the playing field. I think I've said that more than once, but I just want to make sure you understand that. And so maybe this is a month where some old family issues might come up to be reviewed and dealt with, that lead to some rather massive changes in how you engage with your family of origin, or even your family of your own creation, right? Just turning the corner and doing something differently. It could also happen with friendships, any relationship that you feel very strongly about. Home life, however that manifests for you right here, right now, is dominating your world this month. So there's no way around that. October is a time just on the practical side of things. It's a time to really commit to those updates on your home, some repairs, maybe even any legalities that you need to tend to that you've been putting off. Maybe you need to make sure that your homeowner's insurance is up to par, right? You need to review those sorts of things. So anything having to do with that is right in line with the energy of the 6 of your month. So but all in all, love is in the air. Creativity thrives with a loving, nurturing touch. So it's a month where you can creatively do what you love and feel passionate about that. So if you can do that, that's really what it's all about. And if you can, you will be blown away by the rather wonderful repercussions that you will receive, because when you're in alignment with that 6 energy, it feels so good. It just feels so good to be of use, to be supportive, and to be loving, and to receive that in return. All right, that is your forecast if you're in a 5 personal year for October 2023. If you are numerology curious, take a look at FeliciaBender.com. There's anything and everything for the numerology nerd. There, from my certification course, private sessions. There's a free monthly forecast. You'll get these in writing. There's also courses, reports, everything numerology related, and an amazing amount of articles there. I've got a lot of free stuff. So head to FeliciaBender.com if you are interested in learning more about numerology. So otherwise, I just hope that you have a fantastic month. I look forward to meeting you back here to see what November has in store for you.